It's the 49ers Cutback.
It's 49ers Cutback Podcast time, and we have a very interesting topic today. And it was all started because of Pro Football Talk. They brought up a trade scenario that would end up sending Kirk Cousins to the 49ers and Jimmy Garoppolo to the Houston Texans, and then Deshaun Watson to Minnesota Vikings. But it got us thinking, the question being, what would you rather have, Kirk Cousins or Jimmy Garoppolo? Horse, what are your thoughts? I like your face.
Kirk Cousins is an adequate quarterback. I don't think he is better than Garoppolo. I think they're very comparable, like we talked about earlier. I don't see any reason, because in that scenario has the Niners giving up a first rounder to get Kirk Cousins. And
Spicy.
I don't think I would give him a first rounder to get Kirk Cousins. Like I said, he's pretty comparable to Jimmy. I think he's soft and not very mentally tough. But if you look at him statistically, everything is pretty on par with Jimmy's 1 year of starting.
1 year.
So, I mean, I can understand the comparisons. And, he throws for 4,000 yards every year and 30-ish touchdowns and 10 to 12 picks, which is right on what Jimmy did. So I understand why people like him. I think he's definitely had more opportunity than Jimmy to be a starter, and he's also been put in more position to throw the ball more often than Jimmy was. I don't see this move improving the 49ers. And if you're talking giving up a first-round pick, the number 12 pick in the draft, I see this making them worse.
Yeah, I mean, that's putting it mildly, making them worse. I think it's a huge step backwards. I think that would be an organization that's making a desperation move to move off of Jimmy Garoppolo, thinking that they get an answer in a guy like Kirk Cousins, who's played for Kyle before. 3 or more seasons with 39-plus sacks. Jimmy's highest was 36, and that was the big year. And that is a little bit too much, but that would have been Jimmy's first full year as the starter. So that number being at 36 with an aging Joe Staley and him being on the way out, and there's a lot of things that factor into that. Jimmy's still trying to figure out the system and be comfortable in it. He's got 10 or more wins once in his career, Kirk Cousins does. Jimmy's already surpassed that statistic already. 11 fourth quarter comebacks for Mr. Kirk Cousins, which is an impressive number, except for the fact that he's played a lot of seasons, and Jimmy Garoppolo has 7. He had 4 last year alone in 2019. There's no way and in no world is a first-round pick for Kirk Cousins reasonable or in the realm of understanding. Don't you shake your head yes, Ant. I
that
hope
would be
to
a nod.
God, that's a nod saying that I'm right, correct? Because if you're about to go Kirk Cousins to San Francisco and that's giving up a first round pick, I'm walking off set right now.
Well, I'm going to make this very clear, okay? We're not talking about what I think. We're talking about what Kyle Shanahan thinks.
Oh, no.
And for everyone that's listening, you already know Kyle Shanahan loves Kirk Cousins. His whole plan was for Kirk Cousins, when he got the free agency, to sign Kirk Cousins. This could be his opportunity to finally get his guy that he always wanted. It's like serendipity, okay? It's what he always wanted to happen. Cousins reunited, and it feels so good. I mean, on a personal level, I wouldn't do it. But I don't make this decision. Kyle Shanahan makes this decision. And for some reason, he loves Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins' numbers, like Horst said, are very comparable to Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo is actually a more proven winner than Kirk Cousins. The only thing is, though, Kirk Cousins is more durable than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Agreed.
So Kirk Cousins is someone that you can count on week in and week out, being on the field, and then when he scores touchdowns, doing terrible end zone dances. So he's got that going for him. So, I mean, the whole thing comes down to Kyle Shanahan. Because that's the one thing that has eluded them this entire time, is getting the guy that he actually wants. That's why I'm really, really hoping that Aaron Rodgers is officially available, because I want to move on from Cousins. Primo no bueno. Okay?
Yeah,
no.
Kirk Cousins.
That's Spanish.
Well, Spanglish.
That was
probably.
Spanish for no.
Yeah.
So, Kirk Cousins, you're right. The one thing he has on Jimmy G is durability. He's out there week in, week out, playing very mediocre, and on his best nights, slightly above average football.
Above average, not mediocre. Give him proper respect. Put respect on his name, horse.
I won't.
He refuses. So wait, is this official then? You dislike Kirk Cousins more than Matt Ryan?
No.
Oh, you still dislike Matt Ryan more?
So what we're finding out is anyone that plays for Kyle Shanahan ends up being on horse poo list.
Basically. So just give Jimmy Garoppolo a couple years, and you're going to be hearing all sorts of slander out of that man.
I would
So
take Matt Ryan over Kirk Cousins.
Oh, that's good to know. Well, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan over Kirk Cousins. Horse has officially made his choice. He'd rather have Matt Ryan. I never thought I'd see the day. But that's okay. Let us know what you think about this in the comment section down below. And for you Vikings fans, please let us know how you feel about this, because I have a feeling a lot of you disagree with us wholeheartedly. And for that, I have to say, last year. That's us.
I guarantee you the Viking fans would love to move on from Kirk Cousins with the right option.
I would be
I
willing
have
to
a
throw it
friend
out
that's
to
a big Vikings fan. Hates Kirk Cousins.
Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let us know in the comment section down below. Does this make sense to you? Do you want this trade? Do you think Cousins is an upgrade? Do you think that trade scenario in which the Niners give up a 1 and Jimmy to get Kirk Cousins and then Deshaun Watson ends up in Minnesota, does that sit well with you? Let us know while you're down there. Like, subscribe to the page, hit that notification bell while you're at it, so that way you get notified every time our content goes live on this channel.
Maybe give up Darian Daniels. Maybe.
Possibly Darian Daniels.
For-
Who knows? Maybe.
Let's just hope that the 49ers have an answer, whether it's in the draft or through a trade that is other than Cousins, because I think he's the one I least want out of everyone.
Yeah.
I would even take. I think out of everyone that we've talked about and everyone that everyone's putting out there, he's the least favorable guy I want. So please,
Him or Darnold.
okay, never mind. Darnold's the worst. He's a butt fumble away from being Mark Sanchez.
Or Sam Darnold.
He's
Or
also
Darnold.
2 AFC championship appearances away from being Mark Sanchez.
That's what's coming. See, Salah's going to get him to 2 FC title games. He's going to butt fumble, and then it's all downhill from there. Sam, sorry, man. Apologize.
Big shoes for Salah to fill.
Absolutely.
trying.
Good luck to you, Robert, and to the rest of you 49er fans out there. You stay safe.
And remember the right way.
Is always the 49ers way.
No Cousins.
Boo.